thoughts on Kadarius Toney. He definitely like if you watch anything with the Florida team this year, you definitely saw
Speed.
a bunch of playmakers. Kyle, yeah, a lot of like run after the catch. Kyle, one thing Kyle Trask can do is get the ball out quickly. So I will give him that, getting the ball to Pitts and Toney. Toney didn't have he really broke onto the scene this year. He didn't get much production the first 2 years, but he had a pretty good year this year. And like you said, he's in the same phylum as a lot of these quick speed guys. So I mean, Mig, I can get your opinion on this. What's your opinion on Kadarius Toney? I know you comped him to Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel is somebody who I've always been a fan of Curtis Samuel, but like I said, Curtis Samuel is somebody who we was waiting for the breakout. These
Right.
last 2 years, he was underrated last year. He was just throwing he was unfortunately he had Kyle Allen trying to give him the ball in Carolina, and that didn't go well. I think it was something to where he had like the most air yards that was just like on bad throws, like just strictly off of Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the room's opinion on Kadarius Toney? It's another one of these
Love
these
him.
pogo stick, one of these pogo stick
Love
speed
him.
guys.
Yeah, he's great at separation. First step quickness is, it's there, yards after the catch.
Oh, this is just him
You know, he's-
reversing the field. This is not even this just shows
yeah,
you like
he's tough. Like he's tough for his size. Like
not even.
you can see it in this run right here.
He doesn't go down easy.
He's a game changer for sure. He's gonna he's special teams for sure. From day one, he's gonna be there. He's got experience, so he's definitely gonna be contributing from day one. Played in SEC. Great. Look at that. That's just he is one of my favorite sub 6 foot receivers in this class, and I think he's about 5'11", 195, 190 or so. So they're going to question his build, but we've seen in this this new modern NFL that kind of doesn't really matter. So just shifty. I think whoever grabs him, and he may be one of these guys that goes late first, early seconds. I think.
Seeing him in that.
It's
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, definitely no. Like the Curtis Samuel comp to me is it's pretty spot on. I like that better than the Debo Samuel comps I've seen.
Yeah,
I was
because
going to take
gave
it
him
back
the ball out
even
the
further.
back
I was going to go Percy
too.
Harvin. Seeing him in that Florida
Percy
unit, he
Harvin,
looked like Percy
yeah.
Harvin to me.
Yep,
Yeah.
same tier. Yep.
And they're not
I
that
think
far
that,
off in size. I
like-
think Percy was like 5'11", 192, something like that. So they're not that
Yeah,
far off.
about the same size.
And Percy's another guy, kind of like I mentioned Tavon Austin before, and Percy had more success than Tavon did. But what would
watch
Percy
his route again?
Harvin be
Can we
viewed
watch his
as
route
in
again?
2021?
I love this
Yeah.
route right here. If you can run routes like this, I mean, if you're doing stuff like this on the inside, it's gonna be tough for them to like if you watch the way he sticks his inside leverage, the DB has no chance on this when you're this fast. If you just check out the DB in no man's land right there, and he's in pretty good, press. I mean, coverage if for when you're guarding a speed guy like that. But there's nothing you can do about this on a play like that. I saw this really stood out to me because a guy like them, he was told as if you got the pitch for Kadarius Toney as somebody who was really raw. That's a level of route running that I love to see from Kadarius. So and a lot of his catching traffic stuff. Yeah, a lot of his catching traffic stuff was a little better than I gave him than I was expecting. So it'll be interesting to see how he improves. And I also think like one of the most important things, because after the draft, it's easy to fall in love with guys when you see the scheme fit. But understanding the scheme fit, that's going to be most important for these guys to understand what they're going to need. Like as soon as it pops up on draft day, like okay, let's say he ends up on like if you gave him to like Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is a guy who knows exactly what to do with somebody like this. So those are things to watch, just so you're making sure you're not falling in love just with situation, but make sure you the guy is talent and scheme. It's another catching traffic. Anybody else had any other thoughts on Kadarius?
Oh, it goes back to he's tougher than his frame. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I think a comp for me.
Scary.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say with him. He kind of has that wiry strength. Like a comp for me would be Tyreek Hill, because Tyreek Hill is a smaller guy, but Tyreek Hill is a strong guy. So I think he can absorb contact better than I think people think. And then if you watch his one-on-ones, dude is out there looking like he's ice skating. Just had no chance with him, and that I think is still kind of learning that as far as the route winning goes. So, people are going to say slot only for him, and that might be the case starting off, but he's a guy that I think can play some Z, and, we know he has the speed and explosiveness, but I think he has the ability to make a Tyreek Hill kind of impact at the next level.
I mean, it's hard to compare to Tyreek just because of that speed is different. Like that
that's one of one. That's one of one.
So it's kind of, but I get what you're saying in terms of like maybe making that impact on the playing field. But like Tyreek, like we draft season mantra is we hate player comps, and then we sit here and then do player comps every single time. But I think
it's actually interesting because that's the first time I've heard a Tyreek Hill comp other than Jalen Waddle, because Jalen Waddle has been the one that everyone's going to there.
I mean Tyreek, we should leave that one alone. Tyreek's one of those you got to leave.
He's one of one. He's just
He's such a fucking freak that it doesn't even matter. Like I don't know, but like I think Toney he has a chance like to really make an impact in this league. Is just, I mean, I think for him is going to come to fit what team he falls to. I don't know if he has I guess he has the upside, like he has the ceiling, but I don't know if he has the floor to withstand a bad organization, if that makes sense. Like he has to be put in the right offense.
Yeah, I have some questions about him too. I'm not as high on him just because I think just from watching him in Florida, I think he lacks some of the nuance that you want to see in a first-round wide receiver, where like as far as the hand fighting during a route or getting off a press, you don't really see the nuance that you need in order to be successful at the next level. Now, what I do think is if you could get him, say, on a Green Bay, and he's not the guy, but he can be the guy that's right behind Devontae Adams, and he could just cook and learn the wide receiver position. I think that'll be a great situation for him because he does have a place in the NFL because you see it on tape. Yeah. Like you see him, you get him in open space and ankles will be taken. So I just think if he can, like you guys have been saying, in the right fit, give him time to cook, and I think he can develop into the way better wide receiver just because he has the tools, he has the movement skills to do that. But right now, as a first rounder, I can't put that first round stamp on him right now.